the guardian of time. Arven had always thought fate had a cruel sense of humor. No matter the century, no matter the world, he always found her. The same smile, the same warmth, the way she made even the heaviest moments feel lighter. And yet, every time, the story ended in heartbreak. Sometimes Aelara died young, her laughter cut short. Sometimes he fell first, leaving her to grieve alone. Sometimes, cruel twists of destiny tore them apart, leaving nothing but memories that burned. So when he was reborn as the guardian of time, Arven carried only one goal: find her. No matter what, no matter how long it took. But life had a different plan. In this life, there was Lynea. She was not Aelara, she did not shine. She did not pull at the threads of his memories. She was quiet, subtle, almost invisibly, yet she was always there. Every morning she arrived first, making sure he had eaten. Every night she lingered, tending to the tower's magic, keeping it stable while he buried himself in his manuscripts. When he murmured Aelara's name under his breath, Lynea only smiled softly, concealing the ache in her chest. Lynea did not remember the past, did not know the countless lives she had lived alongside him, but her soul, it always felt like it was chasing something she could never hold. And then the world broke. The tower shuddered. Cracks of light splintered across its walls. A vortex opened, pulling Arven into its depths, with a force that tore at the very air. Master Arven. Lynea's voice echoed, desperate, but he was gone, sucked into the currents of time itself. He fell not through space, but through the fragments of every life he had lived. And there, for the first time, he truly saw her. Lynea, not as Aelara, never replacing her. Always on the edges of the story he thought was his to chase. In one life, she was a shadow warrior, sacrificing herself to kill a sorcerer who threatened him and alone. She died silently, leaving no trace. In another, she was the healer's daughter, transferring poison from his veins into her own body to save him. In yet another, she was a guardian spirit, holding back a meteor storm, silently protecting the city where he and Aelara had once lived. In another, she was a poor girl, tending to Aelara's wounds in secret, so that fate could return her to him. She was never the hero, never the chosen one, but she was always the reason he could love Aelara. Arven's chest felt as if it were being ripped open. I was blind, he whispered, voice lost in the whirl of time. I never saw you. Arven returned to his body. The tower's glow stabilized. The cracks in its walls slowly healed. He opened his eyes and found Lynea running toward him, pale and trembling. Master Arven, are you okay? What did you see? For the first time in centuries, he truly saw her. In every life, you protected me, he whispered, voice barely steady, trembling as his hand lifted to brush a strand of hair from her face. Lynea froze. I don't understand. You are the reason I could love Aelara, he continued, each word breaking his chest open. The reason I lived long enough to meet her, and lose her again. You were always there. Her lips quivered. But I didn't even know you in those lives. Your heart knew me, he said softly. I was too blind to notice. Silence settled, heavy and intimate, so complete that their breaths were the only sound. And now, Lynea whispered, will you still chase her? Arven closed his eyes. He loved Aelara, that truth could not be denied. But for the first time, his heart pointed in a different direction. A path he had ignored for centuries. A path free from tragedy. He opened his eyes, looking at Lynea like she was the only person in existence. I still love her, he admitted. Lynea's chest tightened, but he stepped closer, their breaths mingling, and his hand reached hers. For the first time, I want to see life without chasing the past. I want to choose someone who chooses me back. This time, I choose you. Lynea's eyes shimmered. She didn't smile. She didn't cry, she just placed her hand in his, letting the warmth sink in. Then, she whispered, voice trembling, let me know you again. Not as a shadow of past lives, not as someone chasing another's memory. Arven nodded. In past lives, he and Aelara were destined to love and lose. But this life was theirs too, right? They were free, and somehow, that made everything infinitely more beautiful.